Hello student. In our previous lecture, we already start our first chapter, that is Introduction to Data Communications Computer Network. In this video lecture, we will discuss these remaining topics from same chapter. A network means two or more devices connected through link. A link is a communication pathway that transfers data from one device to another. That communication link may be wired or wireless. For visualization purpose, it is simplest to imagine any link as a line drawn between 2 points. For communication to occur, two devices must be connected in some way to the same link at same time. There are two possible types of connection. First one, point to point. Second one, broadcast. First one, point to point. A point-to-point connection provides a dedicated link between two devices. The entire capacity of the link is reserved for transmission between those two devices only. Basically, point-to-point link connect individual pair of machines to go from the source to destination on network which is made up of point-to-point link. Packet may have to first visit one or more intermediate machine. Often multiple routes of different length are possible. So finding good one is important in point-to-point network. Point-to-point transmission with exactly one sender and exactly one receiver is sometimes called unicasting. Most point-to-point connection use actual length of wire or cable to connect to end, but other options such as microwave or satellite link are also possible. Example, remote of television. When you change television channel by infrared remote control, you are establishing a point-to-point connection between remote control and television control system. Advantage, it is simple because it involves only two nodes which is communicated using dedicated link, cheapest and effective and less complex compared to other. Disadvantage, more expensive as it requires lot of transmission line and switching element to create network, and due to that it is impractical form. This diagram represents point-to-point connection in which every computers are connected with other using single dedicated line. Second one, broadcast. On a broadcast network, a communication channel is shared by all the machines on network. Packets sent by any machine are received by all the others. Example, wireless network. It is a common example of broadcast link with communication shared over a coverage region that depends on the wireless channel and the transmitting machine. Broadcast system usually also allow the possibility of addressing a packet to all destinations by using special code in address field. When a packet with this code is transmitted, it is received and processed by every machine on the network. This mode of operation is called broadcasting. Some broadcast systems also support transmission to subset of the machine, which is known as multicasting. This diagram represents broadcast system in which all hosts are connected with single backbone line, and if any host transmit data, it can be received by all other. Network topology. First, we see what is meant by topology. The term topology refers to the way in which the endpoint or stations attached to the network are interconnected. There are some factors according to which topology will be considered or selected. That factors are application software and protocol which is used for network, types of data communicating device that is used to create network, geographic scope of network that is size of network, cost or budget to construct it, and reliability of network. Depending on requirement, there are different types of topology to construct a network, and that topologies are mesh, star, bus, ring, tree, and hybrid. Ring and mesh topology are fairly convenient for peer-to-peer transmission. Star and tree are more convenient for client server, whereas bus topology is equally convenient for either of them. This represents structure of each topology. All will be seen one by one. First one, mesh topology. In mesh topology, every device has a dedicated point-to-point link to every other device. The term dedicated means that the link carries traffic only between the two devices it connects. The value of fully meshed network is proportional to exponent of number of subscriber, assuming that communicating group of any two endpoint up to and including all the endpoint is approximated by Reed's law. The number of connection in full mesh is equal to n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Advantage: the use of dedicated link guarantees that each connection can carry its own load data, thus eliminating the traffic problem that can occur when link must be shared by multiple devices. It is robust. If one link becomes unusable, it does not incapacitate the entire system. Then it provides privacy or security when every message travels along the dedicated line. Only the intended receiver sees it. Physical boundaries prevent other user from gaining access to message. Point-to-point link make fault identification and fault isolation easy. Traffic can be routed to avoid link with suspected problem. This facility enables the network manager to discover the precise location of fault and aids in finding its cause and solution. Disadvantage: the amount of cabling, because every device must be connected to every other device. Installation and reconnection is difficult. The sheer bulk of wiring can be greater than available space can accommodate. The hardware required to connect each link can be prohibitively expensive in this topology. Star topology. In star topology, each device has a dedicated point-to-point link only to central controller, usually called a hub. The devices are not directly linked to one another. Unlike mesh topology, a star does not allow direct traffic between devices. The controller acts as an exchange. If one device wants to send data to another, it sends the data to controller, which then relays the data to other connected device. Advantage: a star topology is less expensive than mesh topology. In a star, each device needs only one link and one input-output port to connect it to any other device. This factor also makes it easy to install and reconfigure. Another advantages are far less cabling needs to be housed, and addition, moves, and deletion involve only one connection, that is, between the device and the hub. If one link fails, only that link will be affected. All other links remain active. This factor also lends itself to easy fault identification and fault isolation. As long as hub is working, it can be used to monitor link problem and bypass defective link. One of the big disadvantages of star topology is dependency of the whole topology on one single point called hub. If hub goes down, the whole system is dead. Although the star requires far less cable than a mesh, each node must be linked to central hub. For this reason, often more cabling is required in star than in some other topologies, like ring or bus. Bus topology. A preceding example all describe point-to-point connections. A bus topology, on the other hand, is multi-point. One long cable acts as a backbone to link all the devices in a network. Nodes are connected to bus cable by drop lines and taps. A drop line is a connection running between the device and the main cable. A tap is a connector that either splices into a main cable or punctures the sheathing of cable to create contact with metallic core. As signal travel along the backbone, some of its energy is transformed into heat. Therefore, it becomes weaker and weaker as it travels further and further. For this reason, there is limit on number of taps a bus can support and on distance between those taps. Advantage: easy of installation. Backbone cable can be laid along the most efficient path, then connected to nodes by drop line of various length. In this way, a bus uses less cabling than mesh or star topology. In a bus, redundancy is eliminated. Only backbone cable stretches through entire facility. Each drop line has to reach only as far as nearest point on the backbone. Disadvantage: difficult reconnection and fault isolation. Signal reflection at the tap can cause degradation in quality. This degradation can be controlled by limiting the number of and spacing of device connected to given length of cable. Adding new device may therefore require modification or replacement of the backbone. Fault or break in the bus cable stops all transmission, even between devices on same side of problem. The damaged area reflects signal back in the direction of origin, creating noise in both directions. Bus topology was the one of the most and first topology used in the design of early local area network. Ethernet LAN can use a bus topology, but they are less popular. Ring topology. In ring topology, each device has dedicated point-to-point line configuration only with two devices on either side of it. A signal is passed along the ring in one direction from device to device until it reaches its destination. Each device in ring has a repeater. When device receives the signal intended for other node, it just regenerates the bit and passes them along. Ring network passes a token. A token is short message with electronic address of the receiver. Advantage: a ring is relatively easy to install and reconfigure. Each device is linked to only its immediate neighbor. To add or delete the device require changing only two connections. The only constraint are media and traffic considerations. Second, fault isolation is simplified. Generally, in a ring, signal is circulating at all times. If one device does not receive the signal with specified period, it can issue an alarm. The alarm alerts the network operator to the problem and its location. Only one device can send data at a time which has that token. Disadvantage: unidirectional traffic can be disadvantage. In simple ring, a break in ring can disable the entire network. This weakness can be solved by using the dual ring or a switch capable of closing off the break. Major constraint is maximum ring length and number of devices connected. Tree topology. A tree topology is combination of star network topology and a bus topology. In tree topology, node of the underlying bus network topology are replaced with complete star topology. Also, it is a combination of more than one star topology. There are certain special cases where tree topology is more effective. That is, communication between two networks, a network structure which require root node, intermediate parent node, and leaf node, or a network structure which exhibit three level of hierarchy because two level of hierarchy is already displayed in star topology. Advantages: it is scalable as leaf node can accommodate more node in hierarchical chain. A point-to-point wiring to central hub at each intermediate node of tree topology represent node in bus topology. Other hierarchical networks are not affected if one of them gets damaged, and easier maintenance and fault finding. Disadvantage: huge cabling is required. A lot of maintenance is also needed, and backbone forms the point of failure. Hybrid topology. A hybrid topology is a type of network topology that uses two or more differing network topology. This topology include a mix of bus topology, mesh topology, ring topology, star topology, and tree topology. Advantage: reliable, it has far better fault tolerance. The most important advantage of this topology is that the weakness of different topology connected are disregarded and only the strength are taken into consideration. Hence, it is more effective compared to other. One of the key advantages of this topology is its flexibility. The topology is created so that it can be implemented for a variety of distinct network environment. Hybrid network can be created in line with demand of corporation and by maximizing the available resources. Scalable hybrid network are built in fashion which enable for easy integration of new hardware component like additional concentration point. It's quite simple to extend the size of network with addition of new element without disturbing existing architecture. Disadvantage: due to the fact that different topology connect in hybrid topology, managing the topology gets challenging. It's not easy to design this type of architecture and it's a difficult job for designer. Configuration and installation process needs to be very efficient, hence it is complex. The network hub needed for hybrid topology networking are costly to purchase and maintain. The cost of this topology is higher in comparison to other topology. The hubs used to connect two distinct networks are expensive. These hubs are not the same as usual hub since they have be smart enough to work with different architecture and should be able to operate even when portion of network is down. As hybrid architecture are usually larger in scale, they may require lot of cable, advanced network devices, etc. Network types. Computer network can be classified based on geographical area they occur. That is the area over which network is spread. So depends on scale or size. There are three main types of network, that is LAN, MAN, WAN. There are some other types also on which size will be factor like wireless network, home network, private area network and internetwork. First one, LAN, that is local area network. Local area network is a group of computers connected with each other in a small place such as school, hospitals, apartment, etc. A local area network is a privately owned computer network covering a small network geographical area that may be less than 1 kilometer. Advantage: LAN is secure because there is a no outside connection with the local area network. Thus, the data which is shared is safe on the local area network and can't be accessed outside. Network propagation delay is short in LAN. In computer networks, propagation delay is the amount of time it takes for head of signal to travel from sender to the receiver. It can be computed as the ratio between the link length and the propagation speed over the specific medium. LAN, due to their small size, are considerably faster. Their speed can range anywhere between 100 to 1000 megabit per second. LAN are not limited to wire connection. There is a new evolution to LAN that allows local area network to work on wireless connection. Designing and maintaining LAN is easy and less costly than WAN. Fault tolerance of LAN is higher than WAN. Fault tolerance is a property that enables a system to continue operating properly in the event of the failure of some of its components. Reliability of LAN is high because failure of one computer does not affect functioning for other computers. Addition of new computers is easy, less expensive to install. Disadvantage: used for small geographical area like less than 1 kilometer and due to that only limited computers are connected. MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network. It is larger than local area network and as its name implies it covers the area of single city. MAN rarely extend beyond 100 km and frequently compromise a combination of different hardware and transmission media. It can be single network such as cable TV network or it is means of connecting a number of LAN into larger network. so that resources can be shared LAN to LAN as well as device to device. Advantage: there is a moderate propagation delay in MAN, a computer network. We already discussed propagation delay is amount of time it takes for head of signal to travel from sender to receiver. MAN's design and maintenance is difficult than LAN while there is a less fault tolerance. Ownership can be private or public. MAN are usually owned by a large organization to interconnect its various branches across a city. It spans larger geographical area than LAN. It falls between LAN and WAN, which offers centralized management of data. Disadvantage: cost is high and speed is slow. WAN, that is Wide Area Network, it spans a large geographical area, often a country or continent, which provides long distance transmission of data, voice, image, and video information over large geographical areas. WAN contains a collection of machines used for running user program. All machines called host are connected by communication subnet. In most WAN, the subnet consists of two distinct components, transmission line and switching element. Transmission lines move bit between machines. They can be made of copper wire, optical fiber, or even radio link. Most companies do not have transmission line lying about, so instead they lease the line from telecommunication company. Switching element or just switches are specialized computers that connect two or more transmission lines. When data arrived on an incoming line, the switching element must choose an outgoing line on which to forward them. Advantage: it covers large geographical area compared to LAN and MAN. It shares software and resource with connection workstation, an expensive thing shared by all computers on network. It is expensive and slow in speed because of size. Setting up network can be time consuming. PAN, that is Personal Area Network. Personal Area Network is a network organized on limited area and used for data transmission between various personal devices such as computers, tablets, laptop, telephone, different digital and mobile device, etc. and also for connecting to higher level network and internet. PAN is used to manage the interconnection of IT devices, which surround a single user and generally contains such appliances as cordless mic, keyboard, phone, and Bluetooth handset. PAN can be wired with computer buses or wirelessly connected to internet using such network technology like Bluetooth. Bluetooth has distance limit and slow data transfer, but is comparatively safe. However, in recent times, several other types of network have emerged like wireless network, home network, private area network, etc. So we see one by one wireless network, computer network that are not connected by cable are called wireless network. They generally use radio wave for communication between the network node. They allow device to be connected to the network while roaming around within the network coverage. Advantages: it increases the mobility of network device connected to system since the device need not be connected to each other directly by cable. Accessing network device from any location within the network coverage or Wi-Fi hotspot become convenient since laying out cable is not needed. Installation and setup of wireless network are easier. New device can be easily connected to existing setup since they needn't be wired to present equipment. Also, the number of equipment that can be added or removed to the system can vary considerably since they are not limited by the cable capacity. This makes wireless network very scalable. Wireless network require very limited or no wire, thus it reduces equipment and setup cost. There are some examples of wireless network like mobile phone network, satellite communication network, wireless sensor network, etc. Home network. that is network of devices within house. A home network or home area network is a type of computer network that facilitates communication among devices within the home. Devices capable of participating in this network, for example, smart devices such as network printer and handheld mobile computer often gain enhanced emergent capabilities through their ability to interact. These additional capabilities can be used to increase the quality of life. Internetwork or Internet. Internetworking is the practice of interconnecting multiple computer networks such that any pair of hosts is connected network can exchange message irrespective of their hardware level networking technology. The resulting system of interconnected network are called internetwork or simply internet. Next, network architecture. It is physical and logical design, which refers to the software, hardware, protocols, and the media of transmission of data. Simply put, it refers to how computers are organized and how tasks are allocated among these computers. There are two types of widely used network architecture. First one, peer-to-peer architecture, and second one, client-server architecture. Peer-to-peer architecture. In peer-to-peer network, tasks are allocated to every device on the network. Furthermore, there is no real hierarchy in this network. All computers are considered equal and all have the same abilities to use the resources available on this network. Instead of having central server which would act as a shared drive, each computer that's connected to this network would act as a server for the files stored on it. Advantage does not require dedicated server, which means it's less costly. It is efficient because if one computer stops working, the other computers connected to network will continue working. Installation and setup is quite painless because of built-in support in modern operating system. Disadvantage: security and data backup are to be done to each individual computer. As the number of computers increase on peer-to-peer network, performance, security, and access become the major headache. Client-server architecture. In client-server network, the centralized but really powerful computer called server acts as a hub in which other computer or workstation called client can connect to. This server is the heart of system which manages and provides resources to any client that requests them. Advantage: resource and data security are controlled through the server, not restricted to small number of computers. Server can be accessed anywhere and across multiple platforms. Disadvantage: it can become very costly due to need of server as well as networking device such as hub, router and switches. If and when the server goes down, the entire network will be affected. Technical staff is needed to maintain and ensure network function efficiently. Hybrid network. Hybrid network are the network that are based on both, that is peer-to-peer and client-server relationship. Hybrid network incorporate the base features of workgroup in peer-to-peer network with the performance, security and reliability of server-based network. Hybrid networks still provide all of centralized services of server, but they also allow user to share and manage their own resource within the workgroup. Advantage: client server applications are still centrally located and managed. User can assign local access to resource in their computers. Workgroup can manage resource without requiring assistance from network administrator. Disadvantage: user may need to remember multiple passwords. File can be duplicated and changed overwritten between the computer with shared folder and the server, and files saved on workstation are not backup. Last topic from this chapter, that is protocols and standard. A protocol is a set of rules which governs the format and meaning of frames, packet, or message that are being exchanged between the peer entities. Protocol exist at several levels in computer network. Different types of protocol are available like HTTP, FTP, TCP, etc., which are work at different level of network that we will see in next chapter. Now we see what is meant by network standard. Network standards are essential in order to coordinate the number of vendors and suppliers and their ideas. These are the common set of rules that will be followed by all parties of common computer system network. Data communication standard can be classified into two categories, that is de facto standard and de jure standard. The meaning of the word de facto is by fact or by convention. These are the standards that have not been approved by an organized body but have been adopted as a standard through widespread use. De jure standard. The meaning of this word is by law or by regulation. These standards have been approved by officially recognized body. There are some of the standard creation committees like ISO, that is International Organization for Standardization, then International Telecommunication Union Telecommunication Standard, that is ITUTS, ANSI, that is American National Standard Institute, and IEEE, very popular, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Thank you.